Everything we believed about the number of galaxies was off by a factor of 10. For decades, astronomers told us with absolute confidence that our observable universe contained around 200 billion galaxies. That number alone stretched the limits of human comprehension. But when the James Webb Space Telescope turned its sharp infrared eyes toward seemingly empty patches of darkness, it shattered that estimate completely. The real number? 2 trillion galaxies. For every galaxy we thought existed, 9 more were hiding in the cosmic shadows, too faint, their light stretched and reddened by the universe's expansion, invisible to our previous telescopes until Webb's revolutionary vision revealed them. Think about this for a moment. Right now, as you listen to these words, light from thousands of these newly discovered galaxies travels just 1 more kilometer toward Earth. Some of that light began its journey billions of years before our solar system even existed. We're literally looking at baby pictures of the universe, and we've just realized there were far more babies than we imagined. Each of these galaxies is a separate world containing hundreds of millions of stars, planets, and perhaps civilizations we'll never know about. At this scale, math starts losing meaning. Even if each galaxy hosted just 100 billion stars like our Milky Way, that's 200 sextillion stars in the observable universe alone, a 2 followed by 23 zeros. More stars than grains of sand on every beach on Earth. And remember, this is only what we can see. The true universe extends far beyond our cosmic horizon, possibly containing infinite galaxies in every direction. Everything we observe might be just a tiny luminous bubble in a borderless ocean of space. The first hint of this hidden crowd came from Webb's predecessor, the Hubble Space Telescope. When astronomers pointed Hubble at a patch of sky called the ultra-deep field, an area of apparent nothingness so small you could cover it with a grain of sand held at arm's length, they were about to pull back the universe's curtain. The observation required patience, 11 days of exposure, 800 separate images. That supposedly empty darkness, it was packed with 10,000 galaxies. Nearly every point of light in that image was an entire world, hosting billions of stars and countless planets within an area the size of a period held up to the sky. This ultra-deep field represented just 1/13 millionth of the entire sky. Multiply those 10,000 galaxies by 13 million pieces, and you arrive at those trillions we mentioned. But even this was conservative. Hubble could only see the brightest galaxies, the flashiest residents of our cosmic neighborhood. To see the oldest, farthest, and faintest inhabitants, we needed different eyes. That's where James Webb entered the scene. The universe's expansion stretches light like rubber as it travels. The farther a galaxy, the longer its light journeys, and during that billion-year trek, space itself expands, stretching the wavelengths. Visible light becomes infrared. While Hubble couldn't see this ancient, tired light, Webb's infrared vision was designed precisely for this purpose. What Webb showed us was those 9 times more galaxies hiding in cosmic shadows Hubble couldn't penetrate, galaxies so distant and faint that detecting them is like trying to see a single candle flame placed on the moon's surface from Earth. We now understand that the universe's first inhabitants emerged much earlier and grew much faster than we thought. What does observable universe actually mean? It's not a physical wall, but a boundary drawn by time itself. Our universe is roughly 13.8 billion years old, the maximum time light has had to travel. Any galaxy beyond 13.8 billion light-years hasn't had time for its light to reach us yet. That light is still on its way, possibly for billions more years. So our observation horizon is like a massive sphere, about 13.8 billion light-years in radius in every direction. We can potentially see everything inside this sphere, but nothing beyond it, because the information of their existence hasn't arrived yet. This creates a fundamental distinction between the observable universe and the actual universe. However vast what we observe, it might not be the complete picture. It could be an insignificantly small fraction of the whole. Current cosmology, backed by strong evidence, suggests the universe is geometrically flat, which likely means it's infinite. In an infinite universe, there's no center or edge. Our location is no more special than any other. And in this infinity, those trillions of galaxies become like a drop in an endless ocean. Now let's zoom back to our cosmic neighborhood and discover the hidden dynamics behind this seemingly peaceful community, the ruthless cosmic dance that's been ongoing for billions of years. Right now, we're hurtling through space at over 1.5 million kilometers per hour, but we don't feel it. This isn't just Earth's rotation or our solar system's orbit. It's part of the Milky Way's inexorable journey toward an unavoidable cosmic collision. Our galaxy belongs to what astronomers call the local group, a family of 50-plus galaxies gravitationally bound together, performing an intricate cosmic dance across millions of light-years. The local group spans roughly 10 million light-years. If our Milky Way were the size of a dinner plate, the entire local group would stretch from one coast of America to the other. Three giant galaxies dominate this neighborhood. The undisputed leader is Andromeda, boasting over 1 trillion stars, twice our galaxy's diameter, and most concerningly, racing toward us at over 100 kilometers per second. This collision will happen in about 4.5 billion years. It's no longer a possibility, it's a certainty. Second in the hierarchy is our home, the Milky Way, estimated at 300 billion stars and 100,000 light-years in diameter. We're located about 26,000 light-years from the galactic center in a quiet harbor of the Orion Arm. But these three giants aren't alone. Dozens of smaller satellite galaxies orbit them, many circling our Milky Way like loyal companions. The largest are the Large and Small Magellanic Clouds, visible to the naked eye in the southern hemisphere as fuzzy patches of light. These two companions have been dancing around our galaxy for billions of years, but their orbital waltz is actually a slow, inevitable march toward their end. This peaceful neighborhood portrait hides a brutal truth that's been unfolding for over 10 billion years. The Milky Way is an insatiable cannibal, growing by devouring its neighbors. Right now, as we speak, our galaxy is violently tearing apart and consuming at least 2 smaller galaxies. This is slow, quiet, inevitable cosmic cannibalism. The best-known victim is the Sagittarius Dwarf Elliptical Galaxy, being slowly shredded by the Milky Way's tidal forces. Like a massive whirlpool capturing a small fishing boat, our galaxy's gravity stretches, bends, and literally tears stars from their homes one by one. This process leaves long streams of stars, called cosmic spaghetti, wrapping around the Milky Way like ribbons. These streams are the death cries of what was once an entire galaxy. The Canis Major dwarf was so thoroughly destroyed that astronomers only discovered its remnants in 2003 through careful star counts. It's no longer a galaxy, just a ghost mixed into our foundation. This galactic cannibalism is never gentle. Torn stars are flung into the Milky Way's outer halo like refugees. Some eventually settle into stable orbits, while others are completely exiled into the cold darkness between galaxies. In 4.5 billion years, the night sky will be ablaze. Our nearest large neighbor, Andromeda, is approaching at nearly 400,000 kilometers per hour. This isn't a possibility, it's sealed fate, the most violent, magnificent, and destructive event this region of the universe has ever witnessed. Hubble's precise measurements in 2012 ended all uncertainty. Andromeda is aimed directly at the Milky Way's heart, not deviating a millimeter from its course. When galaxies collide, the image in our minds might be two solid objects crashing together, but reality is far different, more chaotic, and more magnificent. Remember, galaxies are mostly empty space. The average distance between stars is so vast that during this merger, the probability of any two stars physically colliding is nearly zero. It's more like two sandstorms passing through each other. Individual grains rarely collide, but the storm's overall structure changes forever. The real event begins when gravity's invisible hands take the stage. The collision will be a slow, agonizing process lasting hundreds of millions of years. As the outer edges approach, gravitational tidal forces will bend, stretch, and distort both structures. Massive tidal arms will extend tens of thousands of light-years into space, ripping entire star systems from their homes and hurling them into intergalactic voids. The ultimate product of this cosmic catastrophe will be an entirely new entity born from both galaxies' ashes. Astronomers have already named it Milkomeda, combining Milky Way and Andromeda. This massive elliptical galaxy will have roughly 10 times the mass of either original galaxy, becoming one of the largest in our local supercluster. The elegant dance of spiral arms will completely dissolve in gravitational chaos, leaving behind a spherical collection of stars concentrated at the center. This is the fundamental rule of galactic evolution. Throughout cosmic history, countless galaxies have undergone this merger and transformation. What about our home, the solar system? Computer simulations offer various possibilities. With roughly 50% probability, we'll be flung much farther from our current position toward the new galaxy's outer edges, a darker, more isolated existence. There's also about a 12% chance we'll be completely ejected, becoming a wandering vagabond in the cold darkness between galaxy clusters. But whichever scenario unfolds, direct danger to our planet is unlikely. Our sun will keep shining, planets will keep orbiting. The only thing that will change is our skyline and our address in the universe. Now our journey takes us to the universe's most puzzling entities, zombie galaxies and cosmic ghosts. We've seen that galaxies die, sometimes through violent, magnificent mergers like we'll experience with Andromeda. But deep in the universe, galaxies exist that died billions of years ago, and scientists have no idea why or how. One striking example is MAX 2129-1. From a distance, everything looks normal, a galaxy several times more massive than the Milky Way, with elegant spiral arms, rotating twice as fast around its axis. But when astronomers looked closer, they encountered a reality that contradicts everything we know. This galaxy stopped forming new stars over 10 billion years ago. This makes MAX 2129-1 literally a cosmic zombie. It's dead but standing. This discovery challenges everything we know about how galaxies live and die. Normally, in a healthy galaxy like ours, massive clouds of gas and dust constantly collapse under their own gravity, giving birth to new generations of stars. This process should continue until trillions of years from now. The mystery deepens when we examine the galaxy's internal structure. Most dead galaxies astronomers have found are elliptical, cosmic footballs where stars are distributed roughly evenly. But MAX 2129-1 preserved its spiral structure even in death. It's like finding a perfectly preserved mummy that looks completely alive from the outside but contains no spark of life inside. While these zombie galaxies are mysterious entities that quietly expired for unknown reasons, their death was like a cold assassination, leaving no evidence. But in the universe's depths, some galaxies meet death in far noisier, more magnificent, and utterly ruthless ways. ESO 137-001, located 220 million light-years away, appears to glide peacefully through space, leaving long blue streams of gas and stars trailing behind like a cosmic jellyfish's tentacles. This image possesses indescribable beauty and grace. But this isn't peaceful swimming. This galaxy is literally drowning. What we're witnessing is ram pressure stripping, one of the most violent ways a galaxy can die. ESO 137-001 is passing through the Perseus galaxy cluster at thousands of kilometers per second, and the cluster's superhot gas, heated to over 100 million degrees, acts like hitting a brick wall at cosmic speeds. This creates ram pressure that literally strips the galaxy's precious gas reserves right off it. The galaxy's outer layers peel away like an onion, creating magnificent tentacles extending hundreds of thousands of light-years behind it. These tentacles contain enough material to birth billions of new stars, but instead of feeding the galaxy's growth, this precious star-forming gas is now irreversibly scattered into the void. Everything we've journeyed through, the shining galaxies, exploding stars, merging black holes, these are just the visible face of the story. Everything we see comprises only a small fraction of the universe's total mass and energy. All these magnificent structures are built upon a completely invisible foundation. This mysterious component, making up 85% of the universe, is known as dark matter, the cosmos's ghostly skeleton that makes its presence felt only through gravity. Dark matter doesn't just mean dark in the way we understand it. It doesn't block light or create shadows. It doesn't interact with light at all, doesn't emit, absorb, or reflect it. If we could hold a piece of dark matter in our palm, we could look straight through it as if nothing were there. It's like the universe's soul, everywhere, but never directly visible. We know it exists only from its crushing gravitational fingerprints on surrounding visible matter. After gliding through 2 trillion galaxies and traveling through 13 billion years of cosmic history, we now return home to confront the deepest question: what does all this mean for us? Every galaxy we've discovered, from those distant first baby steps to today's massive structures, formed through the same fundamental processes that created our home, the Milky Way. This isn't distant, abstract reality. Right now, the carbon atoms in your body were forged in the nuclear furnaces of massive stars that exploded billions of years ago. The oxygen in every breath comes from those stellar deaths that seeded space with heavy elements. We are beings made from stardust, recycled through the cosmic web across ages. This journey is actually the story of our own origins. This cosmic perspective whispers an even deeper truth to us. In a universe where 2 trillion galaxies each host hundreds of billions of stars and potentially trillions of planets, mathematically, we're almost certainly not alone. The same physical and chemical processes that led to life on Earth must be operating on countless other worlds. Yet, despite this statistical certainty, we're practically alone. The distances are so insurmountable, so vast, that they place us in a unique position on our small blue world. From this perspective, every worry that weighs you down during the day, every conflict, every anxiety, how small they become. Against million-year galactic collisions, even Earth's greatest problems are just a momentary tremor. Now let this thought release the weights in your mind. Gently close your eyes. Feel your resting body on a bed that's on the surface of a planet spinning at hundreds of kilometers per second in an arm of the Laniakea supercluster. But within this speed, there's absolute calm. Every breath you take is in harmony with the universe's billion-year rhythm. With each exhale, allow the day's thoughts to slow and drift away. Let them recede like distant galaxies from your consciousness's horizon. Now feel that the peaceful darkness behind your eyelids is the same as the primordial cosmic darkness where we began our journey. That darkness isn't frightening. It's the place of potential and peace where everything is born. You are a consciousness that allows the universe to understand its own existence. And now it's time for that consciousness to rest. In this cosmic ocean, you're in a safe harbor. No more thoughts, just silence and deep peace. Good night.